Hey, what's going on? This is BMT coming at you again. Um, Hang on. Here we go. So, what's up? So, I'm here to talk with y'all and rap with y'all today because listen, there's plenty of money out here, and I don't want y'all to miss the opportunity on it. I don't have no time to keep to. I don't pander to y'all. I don't. I show y'all evidence of proof, so that way, as somebody, I grew up as the type of person that I had to see it. I am of the school of thought of like Thomas. If you show it to me, you teach me, you walk me through it, then hey, I can learn it. I'm not one of those people that, hey, you want to make money, you want to get rich. You know what I'm saying? I'm a six figure, I do this. No, 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 no. Show me. Show me how you did it. And see, the problem is there's a lot of nuances of people say that they got a business, that they got these stories, but they don't show you. They're not going to show you how to properly walk through. They're not going to take you through it. They're just going to say this is all you do, and that's a lie. That's a lie. If BMT is going to show you, if he's going to talk about it, he's going to walk you through it. If I'm going to tell you about going into the military, I'm going to walk you through it. If I'm going to tell you about getting a property or a trailer or about land, I'm going to walk you through it. That's how you properly do things. See, this is the problem that we're seeing going on. You got all these meetups and seminars, all this crazy stuff, and I'm not going to. So, there you go. I'm not going to pander. I'm not going to. I'm not going to pander. I'm going to just teach you. Okay. I'm going to teach you and educate you. Okay. So that way you can properly say, I know how to properly do it. So you know how to properly do it, then you'll be more effective. You'll be more effective in doing it. So one of the things about it that I am into the business now of doing, and I want to give a special shout out to people who talked about this more into detail. Um, I know Faith talked about it. I talked about it a little. There's not a lot of people who actually go into this. I know they push a lot of, well, get into this, get into that, but they actually don't show you. I've already showed you about Gig Pro, and I had a good feedback from people doing Gig Pro. I'm now going into what's going on, Nikki. What's going on, Jayla? There's a lot of money out there. Yes, there is a lot of money out there, and so I'm going over. I'm going over now that Shift Smart. Shift Smart is a freelance 1099 app that literally allows you to choose how you want to do your shift. You can either work at a convenience store, you can either do merchandising and vending, depending on that of your area or your state. You make your own money. You make your own money. You literally say if you want to work all day long. If you want to work one shift and say, oh, that's it, I'm good. That's on you. That's on you. Nobody's going to hold your hand. Nobody's going to tell you when you want to work. You choose that. Now the problem with these things is the problem with that is that, and there is no problem, it's up to you, the person, how much you want to work. Now, what we got it going on right now as people is that we need people to show us, okay? We need people to show us. Well, how much money you make, depending on how much they want to pay in your area. You choose the job. They tell you the bonus. Dispatch is another good one. Yes, that's correct, Faith. Dispatch is another good one. If you have a van or a pickup truck, yes, that is true. Listen, y'all, there's so many ways to make money. It's not even funny. If I gotta drop it down for Faith, let me know, Faith. But there's so much ways to make money. You guys are really missing out. You're really missing out because the money is there. I done did $140 jobs. I done did $70 to $80 jobs. Money is out there. There's time for what you're going to do, or you looking for a man with this amount of money, or you need this level of education. That's all good and all, but you can get straight to a freelancing is a good option. Like honestly, and the thing about it is, and ain't nobody over your back. This is how you manage your money. This is how you manage your money. If you don't believe me, um, yes, the foreigners or people who are coming over to the country, they're jumping into that. There's no more such thing as under the table jobs. Y'all might as well rack that up, pack that up. Uh, these things talking about part timer. Why get a part timer when you can get a freelancer? There's no more need for part timers when you can go get a freelancer. A freelancer could come in that same day, do the job, get their money, and go. I'm a freelancer. I love being a freelancer. I have no master, no lord. I go in, do what I got to do. Faith is a freelancer. We make our money and we get out of there. The dispatch shows us the contracts. We look at how much money it's worth and we get out of there. Let me drop it down for my sister Faith because y'all don't get the level. Faith, if you want to take it, you can take it. If you don't, it's all good. I know a lot of people are like, well, I haven't heard of that. Of course you haven't, because guess what? You ain't been paying attention. Y'all don't pay attention. Y'all want to hear about six-figure, multi-million dollar deals. But guess what? The people who are running these things, these are the people that are doing it. There are no more such. There are what the only there are yes, exactly, no more interviews or job applications. Just sign your contract and go. That's it. I don't do all that stuff. Listen, when I go to Sam's Club, when I go into Walmart, whenever I go to a Publix or any of those places, listen, I walk in there, I walk straight to the back. I mean, trust me, they already know. Hey, that's a vendor, that's a merchandiser. Y'all haven't noticed that y'all been seeing regular civilians stock shelves? Y'all haven't noticed y'all been seeing regular average like ladies just drive up in a truck or a Jeep and just jump start your car and say have a nice day and jump right back inside their vehicle and drive off? Y'all haven't noticed y'all been seeing more Sprinter vans hit the road? But see, you have it where people have been too focused on the nuance of foolishness rather than how much money has slipped by. Just Faith, ask me, just how much money do you think I made yesterday?
I would say about maybe 5 or 600.
Correct. $500 or $600 yesterday in about 4 hours. 4 hours, $500 or $600. And I guess how many hours do you actually think I actually worked?
Well, me, I don't work no more than about maybe 1 or 2 hours.
Exactly. I worked 3 hours. And actually, those 3 hours, I actually had to slow down because I was going too fast. And I said, okay. So I actually started just talking to people, actually say, hey, you want to get that chip? You want to take that off? Hey, you want to take this? Hey, little kids, y'all want these chips? Yeah. Cool. I needed to make more work because I was going too fast at how good I was doing it. This thing, oh, you ladies, y'all better come. Stop. Y'all know how many freelance women I see doing it now? Do you know how
It's
many women I
easy.
see?
It's not hard work. It's actually a lot easier than probably sitting at that desk all day and taking phone calls and being frustrated, talking to customers all day. I would much rather be doing this. I mean,
Okay,
I have nobody looking over my shoulder, and
mhm.
the thing about it is you could do multiple jobs. You're not stuck doing the same stuff all the time.
Okay, so we have somebody who definitely asked a good question. Thank you, Lena. So Lena asked a good question to me and you, Faith, because we are freelancers and we actually want to actually do this correctly. So she says, for the people who are new to this, can you please give us the rundown? So, okay, so I've already gone over Gig Pro. Gig Pro is more so towards that of the restaurant business of cooks on the line, dishwashing, bartending. I'm going to talk about Shift Smart. I'm going to address Shift Smart. Faith, if you have another different dispatching thing, if you want us to go over that, we can go over that. But I can go over Shift Smart today. And if you want to hear,
I can go over several. I work. I'm multi app. I'm up
say,
in here right now. I have something that I'm doing with WorkWow where I'm over here unloading trucks. I'm doing stagehand work. They're
mhm.
paying $250 for just 3 hours of stagehand work.
So okay, so I want you to understand we're going to start educating y'all because this nuanced conversation crap, y'all need to understand the US is changing. And you are in right now the freelance gold rush. I'm not making this up. It is the freelance gold rush. All of them, I do tech. You can find all those guys who do tech. They're on Fiverr. Yes, they're on Fiverr. That's where the freelance tech people go make money when they're not actually picked up or hired by companies. You got it with the truckers, they go to a dispatch place. We all have apps that we go to go get the quick jobs, get the quick money, and get home.
Well,
So
if I want a trucking job, Uber and FedEx and what's the other one? Amazon. They
I
have
do
apps now where you
I
can go
do
on there, you can pick your
uh
loads, and boom, you're making your money.
I do FedEx. No, I did Uber X. Shout out to Uber X. And I did Uber X, which allowed me to do groceries, picking up people, as well as doing airports. Airports pay a lot of good money. Woo, boy, you pick somebody from the airport, you know you are getting the bag, and they do not spend cheap. And that's also with a tip. So, 83 an hour, no, that's not bad. 83 per hour is not bad at all. Um, like I said, we're going to go through all of this. Let me see. Can I get my computer up? Yes, I can. So I'm going to go over how some of these jobs work and how I'm gonna show you that. Lena said, why are there not more people in this room? We are talking about money. LOL. They should be be the most exciting thing everyone has in mind. Um, I'm gonna answer from my side. Some people like being told what to do. A freelancer, freelance or 1099 freelancer, you have to be accountable. Nobody tells me and Faith how to wake up. Nobody tells us how to wake up. Nobody tells us to be accountable for our gas. Nobody tells us to be accountable for having our vehicles prepped. There's a difference of you go there, you do your job, you understand the job or the criteria, or you got to go buy your own equipment or own things, and you're out, you're gone, you're leaving.
Now
And
I do wanna warn people because you are paying you're your own boss. You got to pay the cost to be
uh
your
oh,
own boss.
yes, you do.
So there are going to be some expenses. So if you're using your vehicle, your personal vehicle, to ride around and do pickups and deliveries, you're going to pay for the maintenance on your vehicle. You're going to pay for gas. You're going to pay
The
for those things
upkeep.
that belong to you, the upkeep of your own equipment because you're using your own equipment. You're going to pay your own phone bill because you're using your own phone to use the apps in order to get back and forth to these different places. And
And,
all of this
mhm.
is tax deductible, by the way.
It's-
The
we're
best
going. We're
the
going to have to teach
best
them that.
way the best way to set up your gig work, because I multi-app, and because I multi-app, I got money coming in from all types of different streams and different companies. So I go under the umbrella of a LLC.
Right. And
So
see,
you get
mhm.
yourself an LLC, and what that does is it opens up different tax breaks that you can file at the end of the year when you do your taxes. You can itemize more when you have an LLC, to the point where you can basically not even have to pay taxes, because your gas is a write off, the maintenance on your vehicle is a write off. As a matter of fact, I got into a car accident, and they totaled my car. The amount that they totaled my car for, and paid me for a new car, I got to write that off as a tax write off too. I paid no taxes. As a matter of fact, I ended up getting money back even after they gave me money to pay for another car. So I was getting money on top of money. When you got an LLC, there's so many tax write-offs, it's ridiculous. I mean, even I would say your cell phone, little just regular stuff that you would use every day, it automatically becomes a tax write-off. If you're working at home, your electricity, your internet, all of that
That's your
becomes a
place of
tax
business.
write-off.
That's your place of business. Listen, y'all. Listen. I'm talking with Faith. Like we have a lot of, and I want to give Faith her flowers because she definitely. I was already doing that on the security side, but she was like, "Bro, like, look at this. Just check it out." So I got tired of the clubs. Don't get me wrong. I was doing my own freelance, but I'm like, dang, this is not that bad. So you gotta understand, and I'm gonna start pushing more at this because see, we got to start showing the betters of how to put y'all in more in a position. If you are a person that, hey, I gotta work some college, but also I want to make some money, this might be for you. If you're somebody that, hey, I'm working, but I'm not getting enough hours at my everyday job, this might be for you. If you are a retiree or you are somebody on SSDI or anything like that, this might be for you. But the
And
thing,
definitely if you're a college student and you need flexibility so that you can, take time off to study, go, take an exam or whatever you have to do, this is going to be the perfect way for you to keep a continuous flow of money, and you're not missing out on anything. You don't
see,
have to go to a supervisor and say, hey, you know what, I need this day off because I got an exam. No, you're your own boss. You make your own hours, your own schedule.
see how it says, what does it see right there? Flexible hours, flexible hours, flexible hours. Like these are things you got to understand. And so the app that I'm showing y'all right now is called Shift Smart. You can look it up on your iPhone. You can look it up on your Android. It doesn't matter. You can look it up there. You're doing your stuff. They're going to ask you for your background check. They're going to ask you for that of, what I'm saying, they're going to ask you for your work history. Sometimes if you're not the best or you don't have the biggest work history, it's okay. They will work for you. I think we have a young lady up here, Lena. Do you want to let her come up and ask questions, Faith, or it's up to you? Or you want
Yeah,
to?
she can come up and ask questions.
What's going on? What's going on, Lena? How you doing?
Excellent. How are you?
We're doing good. Welcome, welcome. You have two seasoned freelancers. We're going over answering any questions. Please pull our brains, ask us these questions. If you tell us if you have any type of work history that you want us to try to address, maybe we can look at it. But we're definitely trying to put money in your pockets and teach y'all how to definitely be your own bosses. This is not no get rich quick scheme. This is actually y'all can look it up for yourself. We're not getting paid for this. We're just telling y'all how to actually do this. So go
Eh,
ahead.
Well, first and foremost, thank you so much for doing that. I actually I turned on my YouTube and this live popped up. I haven't seen your channel before, and I just want to say thanks for doing this. This is amazing. Um, so first question is, so say for example, dispatch. If you want to get into dispatching, do you guys cover that at all? Because it looks like it's one of those things that you can do from home. And also, I have a small group of women that are looking to kind of expand and just kind of build their own little economy and have opportunities to work from home. Some of them intend to be mothers just in case, they have to be kind of sole providers. I'd like to have a few options to present to them that's kind of forward thinking. It's talking about where the market is going, and it deals with things like infrastructure, so transportation. So, do you guys do any dispatch? Do you guys do anything with trucking? Do you have any feedback on that?
Well, I can give you feedback with the dispatching and the trucking because I've been in the trucking industry for 15 years. Now
Amazing.
with the dispatching, they don't have an app at this time for that if you want to go 1099. But the best place to get your feet wet if you're really serious, there's a company out there called what they call it, Landstar.
Landstar,
I,
yes.
Landstar. And I tell everybody, if you are brand new to the trucking industry, brand new to dispatching, and you want to start off doing your own thing, they are going to teach you every step of the way what to do. Now, you cannot, with Landstar, you're not going to be at home doing it initially. You're going to have to go out to where they are and pretty much relocate. But it's worth it. It's worth it. The relocation is worth it. I went out to Landstar when I wanted to first, learn about dispatching and all of that, because they are going to connect you to different vendors. And it's real important if you're wanting to get into dispatching and do it from home, you're going to need to get in contact with vendors. So a company starting out with a company like that, you're going to be working with them. They're going to show you the ropes. They're going to help you get all the licenses and different things you need to be independent on your own. So I would say do that with them for about 6 months to a year. Take all the information that you learn from them. They do not mind. They want you to have the information. Just you being out there and working with them for the 6 months to a year is payback enough for them. They're getting your labor in return for teaching you how to do this on your own. So I would say start off with a company like Landstar. And there are other companies like that do it, but I don't know anybody that does it better than Landstar.
Right. They
Okay.
literally make you they teach. It's like pretty much, I would say it's like the dispatch school, because they're teaching you and they're like, okay, so that way you can learn how to be a dispatch, or if you're going to want to go into more of the trucking field. And like I said, we're definitely understand that these things that we're doing, they are investments. They are investments that no, we didn't have to drop buku cash and thousands of dollars. I mean, depending on how deep you're going into that pipe, sometimes, but it does take commitment. It does take commitment when you actually want to make these things work, or you have to learn the learning curves of the stuff. And so you can't waste your time just saying, we want y'all to ask questions, and we thank you for coming up. Let me go ahead and pull up Landstar for what the young lady asked the question on.
Yeah, that Landstar is not an app. You definitely going to be working with them, but you go through them and you're 1099.
Yes, this is
So
right
you're an independent contractor.
Yes, it's right here, Landstar system. This right here is where you'll be going. You will be going here. You will learn. You will learn a lot of such stuff. I think it's a great. Place to go. To definitely, if you're trying to break into that type of atmosphere or system. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Whenever you want to come back up. Because we definitely.
But now she heard me mention dispatch. Dispatch is an app. It's not an app for dispatchers. What dispatch is, that is an app for people that have their own personal vehicle. You preferably if you have a larger vehicle like a minivan or a truck, and you're going to be delivering things like paint, auto parts, stuff from the hardware store, different things like that, and they're going to pay you anywhere between $50 to $150 to make those runs. And like I said, you do 2 or 3 runs like that a day, it's easy for you to make $400-500. So
Right.
that's what I was talking about with dispatch. So if you the bigger the vehicle that you have, the
better.
more money that you can make.
And I want you to understand this, man. Like, me and Faith have always been for empowering people to be able to think and do for themselves. The more you can do for yourselves, the more options you have. Understand? And so this is what y'all need. And I agree with, like, all that relationship talk, all that foolishness. No, there's no place for that in these type of conversations. Like, when I'm showing y'all about the Shift Smart. Let me get over there real quick to that. And I want y'all to understand. There we go. So Shift Smart is literally that's the moniker of the app. I think Joe asked about that. Literally, you got to Google, Subway, all these trusted by the largest brands. These agencies literally all deal with that. Y'all think that, I'm trying to tell y'all, and Faith and I are trying to tell you right now, do y'all think these big companies are literally still going to the colleges like that? I mean, they do, but they're now going to the freelancers. They're like, listen, I'm telling y'all right now, good luck saying, hey, I want to do something part-time. Can you do? No, they're like, why do that when they can go to the app? They can go to the apps. I got to go find a person that can go do tow trucking and go jump up a car. Hello? Faith, I have a car 13 miles from where you're located. Can you get out there and jumpstart them? You know what Faith is going to say? Sure.
Yeah, they have an app called Mobile Mechanic. And if you have any type of skills, as far as like fixing cars, you can go ahead and register yourself on the Mobile Mechanic app. And they will send you people who have service calls. Like, I registered myself on Mobile Mechanic because I just was like, what the hell? I know how to jump a car. I know how to change a tire. I know how to change a battery. I know how to, I even know how to get into, a locked vehicle. Okay. So, there are certain things. And what they do is you register and then you have to go down to their little, I guess they have what you call, I don't know what they have in each city, but they have these little warehouses or these little storefronts, and you have to do a test to see, what your proficiency is in doing things. So I had to run through a gamut. I had to sit through a class to learn how to do certain things, and then I had to show them what I knew how to do. So I had to learn how to change different types of tires, show them what type of tires I knew how to do, show them my equipment that I use to, jumpstart vehicles and, get into vehicles. And then they would tell you, what kits that you need to purchase in order to be on the platform. So, with just your regular equipment in your vehicle, I don't know if anybody has ever called roadside assistance and a person would drive up in a regular car and you're like, wait a minute, you were looking for someone with a company vehicle, but this person drives up in a regular car. That would be me. That would be Faith. I'm going to drive up in my regular car. I'm going to give you a jump start. and then I'm going to get paid the $40-50 and I'm going to leave. So they have an app like that.
I literally saw a girl, must be in college, on my way to Sam's Club. It was a soccer mom. It was a girl pulled up. She pulled up in like whatever, like I would probably say like a Kia Sorento or something like that. Jumped out in yoga pants, some sneakers, jacked up the car, and literally changed the tire. Changed the tire and did all that. And literally put the other tire in the back. You know what I'm saying? Waved at the lady and cloaked, and she was done. She was done. That girl showed proficiency. She showed professionalism. I mean, she did it in about 15 minutes. She did about
Yeah,
15.
that sounds about right because I can change a tire in about 10 minutes or less. I
Yeah.
have I have an electronic jack. I have my I have all my electronic tools that I use. I don't use any type of strength or manpower to do any of this stuff. So none of the stuff is hard at all. 10 minutes or less, I got your tire off, got the new tire on, and you're back rolling.
Y'all have to understand these old dogmatic thinking and talking points are blowing out the window. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Yeah, so the app is called Mobile Mechanics. So if you're, handy and you know your way around cars, you can get on this app and hey, be part of the program.
And that's the thing about I'm gonna go get that one next. We don't want to give them everything, Faith. Not today. We're going to show them each one. But there's plenty of them. And that way you can find where you fit in at. So if you want to do auto mechanic, but you don't have the money to go get your own shop, or you don't have a tow truck, it's okay. It's okay because you now are doing somewhat of the work. You've already been officialized by certified mechanics, right? Because that's what Faith had to go show her self-approval. And they said, can you do the job? She told y'all. She went out there. She showed her level of knowledge. That's where they quantified her for the type of job that they will call her for jump starting batteries, testing things, changing a tire. You know what I'm saying? And she went and invested in her own equipment. Do y'all hear that, ladies and gentlemen? She invested in her own equipment in her vehicle. She goes out there, she shows professionalism, and she does that. I have the same mindset. I'm on the merchandising. I'm on the merchandising level. I believe I recorded a video of me going right into one of the biggest Walmarts in the Carolinas. Listen, I walked right back there. All the other people, they were like sitting around waiting to be told what to do. That the ones that work there. I walked straight in the back wearing a black t-shirt, wearing my khaki pants and my chucks, had my knee pads on that I purchased, and I walked right back there. I already knew what I was looking for. Did the stuff on my app, took the pictures, told them I had 25 boxes I was going to break down as much as I could, took pictures of the modules, got to work. That was it. Hey, do you work here? No, I do not work here. I'm just a vendor. Like, y'all must understand there are people coming in now that are jumping onto this. These are not jobs where people are going to hold your hand. You go there, you show your proficiency, you show yourself doing the job, and that's it. What's going on? What's going on, Lena? Ask any question you want of us. I'm going over the Shift Smart side. She's going over her side of app that she's doing. So we'll attack an app each today. Go ahead. Ask us any question that you might need to ask us.
I'm not sure if I missed this part earlier, but do either of you kind of have, how on Instagram, there's a lot of the Instagram accounts that kind of cover some of the stuff that you're talking about, just so we can kind of make notes if we miss it. Do either of you have like a business Instagram account that covers this? So, the apps you're mentioning, even maybe like an Amazon shopping list of the equipment that you used or something, so we can all kind of follow along?
That's a good idea. I haven't set up anything yet. I just saw that BMT set up the stream, and I just jumped on because I do this all the time. I never thought to do a stream on it before, and BMT just kind of pulled me in. It was like, hey, you're really knowledgeable about the gig economy. So I just jumped up, and just started talking about all the different apps that I use. But it's a good idea. I think I will do it, but no, I don't have one at this time.
I haven't done that, but if I sit down with Faith, I believe we can start putting something like that together, so that way you can start seeing how this actually works. I believe that we can actually, if we put ourselves together to start doing that, if that's up to
Yeah,
faith.
we could get together and start an account, because I think that this information, especially for African American people, like if in the past when I talked to Black people about gig work, the only thing that people ever think about is Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. No, there's more to 1099 work than just those companies. There's
Yeah.
a plethora of companies out here. Another good one, I know you're doing Shift Smart right now, but
Yes.
there's another one that you can write this down. It's a really good one. It's called Work Wow, and it's WORKWHILE. And what that is an app where both you can find gig jobs where you can drive, where you do deliveries. You can find gig work where you're working in that warehouse. They even have gig work where you can be a steam presser, or you can go and work at different places that have concerts. Like out here in Arizona, they had the Taylor Swift concert, and they're always hiring stagehands, and they're paying like big bucks, like 250, 200 bucks, 2-3 hours of work to be a stagehand. And the work requires no skill, no type of prior experience. It's just plug and play. Basically, they post a job up. Do you want to do it? The answer is yes. You show up. They tell you exactly what to do. It's not that much work. Like as far as like the stagehand, basically all I was doing was just doing light settings with the people that work in the light crew, and getting stuff together for the stage. So yes, Work Wow. That's the app. That is an app that you can download from a Google Play or Apple, whatever phone that you have.
Mhm.
And it's a really good app to get gigs on. So it's not just driving gigs. So if you don't want to drive your car, this is a good app to download.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, plug and play. You don't have to do no job interview. You don't have to submit no applications. Just submit your information onto the app. They do a background check, and then once the background check is finished, you're good to go. You're ready to go and start working.
Like y'all gotta understand, like um we're going to start educating y'all. Just like I appreciate Lena for you asking those questions, like, hey, there are women out there that want to know. They want to be educated so that way they can move in a progressive format to be able to produce for themselves. I have no problem with that. Faith encourages that. You know what I'm saying? I want you young men that are saying, hey, I can't find work, or I this or that, or I got to listen. Y'all be surprised how many of those people that y'all see in some of these places that y'all go to every day are actually freelancers. I'm not saying everybody's a freelancer, but there are people that you wouldn't even know that just come there, working at Applebee's, working at restaurants. Actually, I'm gonna pull up. Let me show y'all Gig Pro real quick. Uh,
Um,
Go ahead, bro. Ask the questions.
I have another question because I think one of the big things that I've noticed, because when I try to have conversations about, okay, how do we get out of the work environment? How do we, as Black women and Black people, get out of the corporate environment so we don't have to deal with the foolishness and the politics? I think the big thing for everybody is, if I'm an independent, how can I afford the basic things like insurance? Where am I going to get my coverage from? I think that false security net is what kind of covers people. So do you have any suggestions for, one, when you start taking your gigs seriously, do you have any suggestions for the best places to go to get the basic things that you need, like health coverage, or insurance companies that tend to be a little bit easier or quicker to insure you if you're doing Uber or Lyft, because they tend to be high risks for insurance companies?
Well, the insurance company that I use right now, I'm with Progressive. Most of the insurance companies right now today, they have it where you can add the gig worker insurance to your current insurance. So that's what I currently have right now. I think I added gig worker insurance. It is expensive. I'm just gonna tell you. So your insurance may go up anywhere between $100 to $150 if you're a gig worker and you're, doing gig work in your car. So, but it is worth it. If you're out there and you're a go-getter and you're doing the work from sun up to sundown, and I mean you're working every day, then that's going to pay for the insurance in one day.
Right.
So you can add those are add-ons. So this is just your regular insurance that you're using already that you can add gig worker insurance onto it.
And that's crazy because I'm also on Progressive, and also shout out to another owner, D. Durrell. He also is on Progressive. So it seems like there's a big consensus just for the same shop around. But as a gig worker, as a 1099, and as an owner, I do Progressive. My mom does Progressive. Faith just told you she does Progressive. D. Durrell, another successful entrepreneur, he does Progressive. They ask you, what is your line of work? And you go down and you form the package, right, Faith, of, okay, this is what I do. And they're like, okay,
yes,
this is what you need. And then understand this. And this is the thing about it with me and Faith are trying to teach y'all when y'all coming into these lines of work. You have to be accountable. This is why a lot of people avoid these types of shows, or they talk about the get rich quick. But I'm glad, Lena, you're picking our brain. Actions is about insurance. Actions is about what kind of equipment. And so that means we have to go start doing some of our homework, but we also want you to do your homework too, right? And we're telling you the stuff that works. You could take it or leave it, but these are things you're going to, like, ladies, it doesn't hurt, or fellas, it doesn't hurt to go to Lowe's and go get, if you're good with your hands, go to Lowe's or Home Depot and go get a Home Depot card. Go get that. Go buy yourself a tool. Go get yourself a tool set. There's, how many handyman jobs are out there? Go look it up. There's a
lot. There's a lot of handyman jobs.
There's an app for literally to be a handyman, to go out there and go cut some PVC piping and take some glue, stick it together, put it in there. They just thought you were going to do a 2 to 3 hour job. It only took you 45 minutes. Plus, you also getting paid for on call. Hey, y'all can look me up on this. Y'all can find me out on that. Like, the levels of what you got to learn how to market yourself. If you are blessed and good at what you do, sell yourself.
Exactly. And just because this stuff is easy to get into, it's also easy for you to be deactivated from the platform if you're doing subpar work.
Yes.
So if you go in and you're there's an app called Insta Work. I did Insta Work as well. Now with Insta Work, if you know how to put together bicycles, like I'm a tomboy, I'm a handy girl. I guess you guys can kind of gauge that because I'm changing tires and I'm doing stuff like that. But I can put together bicycles. So if you're the type of person that's good with your hands, you can go on Insta Work. That's another work app that I use. And Walmart always has work for how Walmart has those bicycles on display. They don't hire their people to do that. They hire freelancers to come in and put those bicycles together. So that would be Faith, getting a job from Walmart that's paying like $50. I go in, I put the bicycle together. It takes me like less than 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and I'm gone. And I got my $50 in my pocket, not in my pocket, but, in my bank account.
Right.
So, Insta Work is another app that you can use. Like I said, if you have not 1099, if you have a LLC, because I'm multi-app, if you put all of these different apps under the umbrella of your LLC, then you can pay yourself one paycheck. And this is very important because if you're doing 1099 work full time, and you need to do things like get a car, like you want to go to a place and finance a car, you want to go to a place and get an apartment, well, they're going to ask you for check stubs. If you are 1099, you can pay yourself regularly from the name of your own company, and then this is your proof of income right there. Because with the gig apps, I'm just going to be honest with you, it's hard to get proof of income from each and every gig app that you use. So put everything under the umbrella of your own business on your under your LLC, and then that way you can pay yourself one paycheck, and then this is your proof of income.
Y'all, I want y'all to understand, and y'all please hit the like, stream this, share this. You have two educated men and women going over stuff. We're not walking around. We're not trying to tell y'all we're we're just hardworking men and women. We see what we want. We go out there. We work.
Well, I need you guys to look up this woman that made 6 figures doing Spark.
Spark. Let me go.
Yes, Spark is Walmart, and that's grocery delivery and general merchandise delivery. I also do Spark. Doug is right. I do have at least 50 streams of income.
But see those types of things, Faith, those type of people, you gotta understand when the economy is having implosions of collapsing on stuff. Freelancers are not running out of work. If anything, we're getting called more. Like, understand, like, I did want to go home. I wanted to go home yesterday. I couldn't go home because, oh my God, we need somebody to come in for this Walmart. Mr. BMT, listen, our Sam's Club, the guy didn't show up. I'll pay you $100 if you can please just come out here. That's about 15 minutes out of my way. I don't know, man. Listen, I asked $60 more. Do y'all think they have a problem throwing out money? Do y'all think these people have an issue paying you when they need stuff done? I can tell you right now, Faith will tell you, these people don't blink when it comes to paying you. They don't. $200, $300, $400, those are drops in the bucket to them. We don't play around with no little kids. Like, these people pay us money. Our money, we don't go straight to the bank account. So y'all got to understand, we're not talking about somebody, oh man, I got to wait till the money get good. And then, no. We're not doing that. That's one thing I hate about working at the clubs. I had to pray and hope to Buddha and Jesus and whoever that if they had a good day, I had a good day. That's not how it works. We do our job. We're proficient. And guess what? We hear ping, and that's it. We're gone.
Yeah, that money pings right into your account.
I had one more. I had another question because you just touched on it. With the gig economy and just kind of the regular bank deposit, the financial side of doing gigs, have you? Because I've worked as an independent for a little while. I have found that through working gigs and working through not these apps because these apps are new to me, but working as an independent, when you make those regular deposits, it gets a lot easier for you to get business credit and get pre-approvals for things, and your bank tends to be willing to work with you. I find that working in the gig economy actually frees you up to get more capital from banks that you wouldn't get as an employee. So have you been able to successfully kind of reinvest in your businesses, and can you share some of the best strategies for making sure that when you get your regular deposits, you're setting yourself up so that if you want to expand your business, say you want to go from just owning one car and you want to own a fleet, how have you been able to kind of structure that in? I'm just asking
I like her
because that's kind of interesting to me.
I like her question, and thank you for asking that question. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like. to like and share because she's asking very serious questions. Um, I'm gonna go at it first. First off, you have to make sure business, 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 business. This is where you got to make sure you take care of your live stream of your business. You understand me? So you want to make sure you have your gas, you're up to par with all your said stuff. You don't keep that going, you can't work. Understand me? And again, like Faith said, these are write-offs. When you're showing these kind of things, because the bank is going to sit down with you and ask you how you're investing your money. That's how they do. How are you investing your money? And you're showing them, well, this is how I manage it. They look at the accountability. Can you be accountable with this certain amount of money? And so when you're showing them, this is what I do with the money, this is how I handle it, this is how I allocate the funds. And usually where I started out with just one thing, I started to reinvest. I need a bigger vehicle. I need better equipment. The better my equipment got, I went from having no knee pads and just working on the floor to, okay, I got $300. Let me go to Walmart. I see them people, they're using knee pads. Let me go to the hardware, the auto mechanic, because they also got to do it, get on their knees sometimes to get under the car. I got the good knee pads. Guess what I do? Write it off. Right, Faith? Because
Exactly.
that's part
But
of
I think she's asking, is it easier to open up a business line of credit? And the answer is absolutely yes. But you have to show them, like BMT say, a track record of
Yes.
what you're doing. So that's the reason why I said get your LLC, because everything that you're doing is going to fall under the LLC and you pay yourself one paycheck. That right there is going to be your proof of your business income. You take your proof of your business income into the bank with whatever your 5-year plan is, and you will be able to open up a business line of credit. I was able to get, I think I got a very small business line of credit of $10,000. And that was enough for me to start just a very small fleet with OnTrack. Like I said, I do a lot of stuff. I got I got multiple streams of income coming in here. I'm making money hand over fist. But yeah, you can definitely, it opens up more venues. So like someone said down in the audience, the gig economy, the 1099 work, it is the gateway to you starting your own business. So you do that for a year, file your taxes, take your pay stubs, take all of that into the bank. And you sit down with a banker and you let them know what your 5-year plan is, and they will go over all the paperwork. They'll look at your profit and your loss statements. You definitely got to have a profit and loss statement. And once again, if you have a LLC, you're going to get a profit and loss statement. You show that to your banker, and this is what they're going to look at and gauge whether or not you're a good business risk in order to get these business loans. And yes, it is so easy. It is so easy once you start, doing your own thing and having your own business and taking it seriously. Having an LLC is the first step to taking your business seriously. Another thing that you want to have is you want to have business credit cards. I have 2 different types of business credit cards. I have one that I do my maintenance on, for my vehicles and different things like that. And then I have another business credit card for, emergency expenses. So that's a very good question.
I have a mechanic. So for me, I believe in networking. I'm gonna tell y'all from my portion, I have a mechanic. I keep it simple. For some of y'all need to understand, you need to start networking with people or with certain people that can literally help lever you into positions to better your chances. I had to go get me a mechanic. My vehicle's got to keep running. So I found a mechanic. I do pay him extra. I pay him extra. Y'all are saying, well, BT, why would you pay him extra? Because when I bring in my vehicle, open up shop 6, open up shop 5. We got to get his vehicle in there. And you know what that does? Guess what? That vehicle's going to probably be in there for 1 to 2 days. I have it set up. I have a down day. Where I have to go reassess my equipment, reassess my stuff, wash my clothes, get all these things done. So when These things
But
happen.
it's important, BMT, when you have those expenses, make sure you're paying for those expenses on your business line of credit, because at the end of the year, when it comes time for you to do your taxes, it's going to be very easy for you to tally up all those expenses
I
versus you just doing it on your regular bank account.
I get you what that says. I'm looking at it from I'm looking at it from a lot of these people who are coming into like we but I want to tackle it from a lot of these people who do not have it where we're at right now. Understand, we've been doing this for a while. So we're having it where somebody who has not, you know what I'm saying, let's say their credit is shitty, okay? But they got a working vehicle. So that's how I'm addressing it right now. If this was somebody who found this stream, and that's how I want to start it off. This is somebody who found this stream, and they're like, damn, I can't afford an LLC right now. And I don't understand it yet. So I want to start saying that we had the steps. You get what I'm saying, Faith? To actually, you need to start.
But you don't need credit to start an LLC, and an LLC doesn't cost that much to start. You can actually do it yourself. You can do it yourself. I think I started my LLC out here. It really depends on the state that you're in and how much it costs to start up your
There we
LLC.
go.
And in my state, the LLC was only like $69. That was
Mine
it.
Where did you go to do that?
online. You can do it
You can
online.
go online. You can go online and you can type in Google, as far as like what the state expenses is, and you can find different areas, like different websites. They have a bunch of them. They'll tell you the prices. I forgot the one that I used because it's been so long ago. But when I went in, I found out that it was like $69 for the state of Arizona, and I just went in. I purchased my LLC online, and I didn't have to go through a huge expense or a whole bunch of paperwork and all that type of stuff. It was not difficult to set up at all.
So, like I said, so let me pull this up because that's why I tackled it like that. Like I I know we can it can go like yeah, thank you for that Tyrone. And I appreciate everybody who's also throwing in good information. Like because Faith is giving y'all good gems. But you get what I'm saying, Faith? I want to start a bit like as if we have a brand new student coming in and they're going to have a lot of questions. Sometimes they don't know the proper questions to ask. Like we have information, but then some people don't want to, are either timid to ask it. And I want y'all to ask the questions. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
AP said that hers is on Taylor Brands. I believe that's who I used as well. I know
Okay.
it was a long time ago, but it was like mine was like $69.
I see it come up for 69. I also see it for 120. Like North Carolina, it costs 125. So the prices do vary per state. It's not crazy. You also have some people who will do it for you and go through and they'll do your LLC. You're better off doing it yourself. You fill out the paperwork. You send it to the government. I mean, to the federal government. They'll let you know if the name is good and if you fill out the paperwork correctly, and they will do it for you. If you don't know what you're doing, find somebody who does know what they're doing, and they will do it for you. Now,
oh,
go ahead.
sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions. Um, so I have two questions. One, so going back to if you're a brand new person, you're just getting started in the United States with LLCs. Say, for example, you start off with this lofty ambition to do exactly what you're saying, but for whatever reason, you don't get around to it. In some countries, when you start your corporation, even if you're not profitable in the first year, they'll tax you. Is an LLC one of those things where it's just like you own the name of the company, but if you make zero profit, you make zero profit. But also, if you're not making a lot of money, because there's that ramp up of like trying to find the best way to do things. Like you guys have your system, and for people who are just getting started, they're gonna probably do it sporadically or not very well in the beginning. Um, does the LLC kind of grant you almost like a grace period for maybe like a year or 2 years that your business isn't going to be as profitable, that maybe you're not going to make as much money as you would think? and you're just going to be covering expenses. So they're not going to be taxing you at a higher rate or taxing you at a corporate rate or something along those lines, if that makes sense.
Yeah, with the LLC that I have, it's a small business LLC. So if you don't make a profit, there's no penalty. There's no penalty. So with the LLC, it's just kind of like it's just basically a business EIN, or just a business social security number. So like when BMT was talking about people with bad credit, you don't need credit in order to have an LLC. The LLC does not penalize you for not having, profit. It doesn't do any of that. What it basically does is it allows you to operate your business outside of your personal self. So like right now, I operate my business outside of my personal social security number. I have an EIN and all of that. And, if I make a decent profit for the year, I'm good. If I don't, I'm still good. I'm still able to do my tax deductions. I'm still able to do everything else. And there's virtually no penalties.
And if it affects you in bankruptcy, like if you should ever go bankrupt, like you can put stuff into your LLC. The reason I'm asking these questions is because I'm not in the United States and I'm planning on moving there. So I wanted to kind of get an idea as to how you guys do things there. So that was part of the reason why I was asking. I know it sounds like a basic question, but
No, it's okay.
No, these are great questions.
Right, and we encourage you, or if you know anybody else that they want to ask questions, ask these questions, like, because you understand, for me and Faith, it's trial by error. So that's why I prefer you to ask the question. That's why I'm tackling at one angle, and my co-host is tackling from a different angle. So that way I'm looking at it for people who don't have no credit or have bad credit. You understand? She's tackling from, this is what you do, get your LLC. This is how you manage your money. This is how this. You understand what I'm saying? So we're hitting it from two different angles. So that way you can, weigh your scales on how you need to properly do this.
Yeah, and if you have bad credit, you especially want to get an LLC, because that'll take everything out of your personal social security name for your personal individual self. And now you have a whole business that's separate from that, separate from all that bad credit.
Or if you are someone, say like you are someone who was on SSDI or SSI, and you already know, and we already know how the government is about people who collect a check. Y'all gotta understand, there are some people, they use their business to pay their lifestyle. They use their bit. They do not. That money pays their house, pays their business, pays their daycare, pays for their children's school, pays for their everything, and they just write it off. Like, it is. I kid you not. Like, some of the most interesting. I'm like, God dang, you gonna go broke? Oh no, this is business expense. I just write it off. I'm like, wait, you just wrote off our lunch as a business expense? Yep. Put down his business card, took a picture of it. It was a bit. It was a business. It was a business eat out. So we just went out and ate off on the business dime. Y'all got to start learning, and I'm going to teach you. Faith is going to teach you how to properly readjust. Like, that's why I said, ask these questions. I do see people who are doing these said things, and if you have and it's a work thing. I see people getting into the cleaning business, doing cleaning. So, or like when people got to get moved out of a place or get evicted, I see people showing up. I know me and my mother, we hired them. Two people come in there, a man and a woman. They come in there, clear everything out. They do it on a Saturday or a Sunday. We give them the key. They go in there, bag everything out, clean it up, bleach it down, wash it out, Lysol or pine, clean everything out. $200. They're done.
Yeah, and also I want to put out a disclaimer. This is not business advice. We are not business experts. We are just two lay people that are just giving information about, our experiences doing 1099 work. We are not at all, by any stretch of the imagination, any experts or gurus in this. And this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. As far as business trust, I haven't gotten that far. Hash Dragon, I haven't gotten that far.
Another question is, so when you're just getting started, because one of the things that, especially if you're starting a business for the first time, one of the things that people don't really factor in is if the taxes aren't automatically deducted from these apps, or if you're treated as a 1099, you have to remit taxes. So how do you, when you're kind of budgeting and you're saying, okay, I need to do 10 gigs per month to pay bills plus savings, when you're doing your budget, how much do you normally say, okay, I should probably do maybe 1 or 2 extra gigs just to make sure taxes are covered? So, and also, do you think it's better as we're kind of as we're starting to understand this, to remit their taxes as the months go on so you don't get hit with a bill? Or do you think it's just better to just, just dive in, and then at the end of the year, if there's taxes owing, then you figure it out? Or do you suggest having a strategy built in for the tax portion in the beginning?
In the beginning, I do quarterly taxes.
I was gonna say, like, and I was advised to do the same thing. Just do
Yeah, because if you try to do it, per gig, or I'm just gonna do this many gigs, you're gonna be all over the place. I do my taxes quarterly, so I tally up whatever I made with my profit and loss statements, and then what I do is I take out approximately 25%, and I lay that to the side for my taxes.
right. That's what I was instructed. Like me and my mom. Like for me, I don't wait. I don't let it wait. When it's time to, like, they have apps that literally, like, y'all, there's no excuse these days for it to get bad. Like, literally, they have apps that manage your finances. So that way, oh my God, I lost my receipt. No, they take a picture.
I think there's an app called, I believe it's ADP or APP or something like that.
Books?
QuickBooks is another one. Exactly.
But we're talking like when we have our phones, we, say like you like gas, right? Okay, Elena, you got your gas. Click, app scans it, puts it in there, and we got it, and it's already in the books. You understand me? So then it's marginalizing that of what happened that day or that week span. You understand me? So then when it already has it in there, you start going, it starts doing the calculations. Some people, that's where they get caught up at. They wait and they said, I'm gonna just sit on it. Or I could just tell them I didn't make no money this year. Don't play that game. Pay your damn taxes. Pay your taxes. I can promise you, everybody tries to doggone play that game with the money. You don't beat the IRS. Y'all think y'all trying to. That's how y'all get messed up. Pay your taxes. You'll be fine. If you budget, if you manage your money properly, like you was asking, right? You that's why me and Faith said pay your quarterly taxes. And then you don't have to worry. But if you already know you set that money aside, I'm good. The rest of the money is what I'm going off of. So like I said, we have another business, a business person. I think, I'm not sure if he's in the freelance world like we are. What's up, Auntie?
What's up? No, I'm 1099. I'm independently contracted.
Awesome.
So everything that I do, I operate as my own entity.
Cool.
So that's pretty much what it is. That's actually the smartest way to budget. Just what you just mentioned, as far as taxes are concerned, doing it quarterly is the easiest thing to do, especially when you're even if you're just making a decent living, that could really pile up on you at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? So I know what that's like to get hit with a $8,000, $10,000 damn bill. You know what I'm saying? From the IRS, when I wait until April to file or get the extension like I usually do, or something like that. So yeah, you definitely want to pay your taxes, but believe it or not, you're going to have to pay them eventually. You can't get out of them, but you're going to at least have to file. You can, don't not file, and stay in touch with them all of the time, because they will come after your business, your EIN. They'll come after anything. You know what I'm saying? The IRS is not to be played with. under
Right.
any circumstances. I play with the gangsters in the street. I play with the mob. I play with y'all on YouTube, but I am not playing with the IRS under no circumstances.
They are very vicious, and they will freeze up stuff. They
Yeah.
have they can freeze up your accounts.
Mhm.
They have ways to get in contact with what you think you're dealing with. They'll that there's a lot of forces out there. That is not
Mhm.
one that you want on you. And so you got three freelancers that are telling you, if y'all don't understand anything else from us, pay your damn taxes. Like literally, just set that aside. I was sitting down with some freelance handymen. They were from I think they were from the Dominican. And you know what one of them was doing while they were out there? He literally had out his cell phone. And he had enough sense to be putting in the stuff. And I said, "Hey man, what are you doing?" He said, "Oh man," he said, "I gotta make sure my taxes are good, man. I gotta make sure my taxes are good. I just bought me this. You like this new truck?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah. It's a 20. It's a 20. He said, I gotta make sure all this stuff is accounted for." I said, "Damn." So listen, that's the thing. I know when y'all see that money sitting in your bank account, you got to have in your mindset, not all of that is my money. Right, Auntie? Right, Faith?
That's correct.
You got to tell yourself, that's not all my money. I got to pay that guy up there, pay him to keep off my back so I can keep on making money. And they are very timely about coming to get their money. So you always want to make sure you get that squared away. You take care of your maintenance, your up costs. I got a new MacBook. I got a new Mac computer. I got a lot of this stuff like properties, different other stuff. I know there are nurses. They starting their own businesses for freelancing. Believe it or not, there's a lot of professions. But the thing about it is people are not properly teaching. I am going to probably have more 1099 conversations. I can actually go through it. I'm not just make believe bullshit. Like I actually have footage of us actually doing the work. So I actually want y'all to know how to do it, because that way let me see. Faith, are you back there?
Yeah, I'm back. It's funny that you mentioned the nursing because I have a girlfriend. She just did she got her 1099 business together for her traveling nurse business.
Go.
So 1099 work is going to be king because here's what's going on, guys.
That's the way of the world.
They're getting us back and forth. Like with the immigrants coming in, you have the Asians coming in, and they're pretty much getting the jobs that require skills and high in college degrees. They're getting us on the high end. Then you have the illegals coming in from Mexico or places like that, and they're getting us on the low end with the
Trade.
unskilled laborers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're burning the candles at both ends with these immigrants coming in and taking jobs. So if you think that it's just the low skilled jobs that's being taken, oh, we don't want those jobs anyway. Okay, all right, Miss College Degree. The Asians are the number one immigrant, and they're not coming in taking the low skilled jobs.
Nope.
They're coming in getting their college degrees, and they're taking your degree jobs. So 1099 is not a bad deal at all. If you are a person that's skilled with nursing, go 1099. If you're a person that's skilled with finances and you're good with numbers, what do you call that? An accountant, a business accountant, they have 1099 work for that too.
Plenty.
Absolutely.
And I'm just showing y'all right here. Like, this is me going there. I will look. This is how I usually go in there, and I walk into these stores. I look at the prices. I look at the shelves. I walk straight in there, and I go right there in the back, and I go grab it. I say, okay, I got 25 boxes. For every 20 boxes I break down, that's another bonus. Do you know how fast I will go through 20 boxes? I go right back out there. I just grab it and go. That's it. That's it. Like them shells right there, that's money. I can tell you right now, I make money sitting here knowing that people are going to a grocery store. Super Bowl Sunday, that's going to be crazy money in my pocket. And the thing about it is, with Faith and I and Auntie can tell you that these jobs are here. And the thing about it is, it's being accountable. I'm not, y'all don't see me dressed any old kind of crazy old way. I'm showing y'all the boxes and everything. I'm just going right back there. I'm just doing my job. I'm being very respectful. I told y'all, like, it's not hard work. Like, I even see women very, very stringy and petite going right out there and just doing the work. So these jobs are out there. There's no more excuse. All this gender crap y'all people talking about. Y'all need to be. We're talking about money now. We're playing for keeps. Go ahead, Auntie. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I can remember a few years ago, because I had my own bit. I had my own LLC, and then when things kind of shifted, and I wanted to get back into the work world, it was almost impossible for me to find a job that was allowing me to go 1099. Like I turned down positions in my field just because they wanted me to do W-2. And I'm like, I can't do it. Number one, if you're not, this is just my opinion, if you're not getting benefits through that job, it really doesn't make sense to go W-2. That's just me personally. I don't see him saying, if you're not going to get
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I don't.
Yeah, I was like, it just doesn't make sense to do it. But just like BMT said, you can be most jobs are offering you the option to go W-2, W-4, or 1099. Like, they offer you the option when you fill out your paperwork, because they're able to save money. When you go 1099, you're your own entity.
Yes, you are.
So you're still responsible for getting your own benefits, paying for your health insurance, doing all of those different things. But they don't, like, you choose the tax deductions, you know what I'm saying, the deductions that come out. And usually they're not going to take any out. You're just going to let your accountant handle all of that stuff. So in my field, I can't say the same for it. It pretty much depends on what field you're in. But I'm in sales. So when I'm working on straight up commission, that's just the way it's going to be for me.
And I want y'all to understand this. Like, I can tell you right now, for how us three are, when we work, we play hard. Y'all might see us online, but I can promise y'all, we're watching our phones. We're watching our meters. We're watching. There's something else going on that we're watching. And believe it, when that money bell rings, where you going, BMT? We got a show. Fuck that, bro.
I was about to say, I wish I could show you, bro. I got 2 more monitors right on the other side of this. I got the work chat.
That's why I be smiling with Faith, be like, yo, like,
I got Salesforce, I got the work chat, I got all types of
like,
shit.
So y'all gotta understand, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all my hypothesis why people are scared of the freelance lane or these kind of conversations. I know people going, I'm gonna tell you, listen, because you have to be accountable for yourself. You have to think. You have to think. You have to get things done. What if I have a sick day? Can I afford a sick day? Can I afford to lay in bed today? I didn't work yesterday, so I have to go 2 times harder tomorrow. I got to do, like, y'all don't get it, bro. Like, y'all don't get it. That's why whenever I show y'all streams of things, man, we don't know what BMT does. Like, of course because I do so much. It's not funny. So that way, whenever I talk about business or Auntie talk about business or something, sometimes I dumb down stuff, because if I really say how it really is, it will scare some people off. That's why some business, they do offer you, hey, do you want to be a W-4?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to be a W-2? Do you want to be a
W-9?
1099.
Yeah, they give you
like, a lot of people, like, I haven't had somebody sign my checks in a while. I've been signing my own checks for a long time. But the thing about it was, I had to go through a learning curve. I had to feel. Faith had to feel. Auntie had to feel. And after a while, when we start learning, okay, so I need to know how to do this. I got to do that. Oh man, I just made $600. Stop. I really made $400, but I got to put $200 in there, and I got to do this. Like one of my guys was like, "Bruh, just chill. We made $600." No, I have to start doing my deductions, my costs. I got to start. I just broke that damn bit, so I got to go get another bit. You see what I'm saying? Like these are things. If one of Auntie's computers is down, guess what he has to go do? Either go get a laptop or go get that PC fixed. If Faith has a problem with her vehicle, guess what? Either she knows how to
keep an extra one on deck, dog.
Bro, like y'all don't get it.
I keep an extra one on deck.
Like, y'all
Yeah, I have to keep a rental. I got rental insurance, so basically I can just go ahead and get another vehicle while my vehicle's being fixed. And I already have the expense already in my business account set up. I know already that I have to have that expense just for emergencies.
We have to plan, y'all, we have to plan for rainy days. That is part of the freelance. Is have a plan B to the plan A and a plan C to the plan B. And God damn it, pray to God that you don't get the plan D. Because that's when you already know shit is real. And so,
but I wanted to speak to something that Auntie said. Auntie spoke about having to have your own benefits, and then Lena asked about what do we do for benefits. Now for me, I don't work for a company. I work completely for myself. There are companies that you can go to, like you can go to healthcare.gov. If you're looking for health insurance, you're going to have to just get it yourself.
I had to get PPO privately.
Yeah, I did too. All of my insurance is private. So whether a gig works out or doesn't work out, my insurance is not tied to a job. It's not tied to any of these gigs. It's my own private insurance. I have my own private dental insurance through Emeritus.
I want you to understand I want you to understand we will possibly have to go back over some of the stuff again. I do know. I definitely want to make sure we go back over the stuff, but this is a lot of stuff for people to digest. So I don't want people to get overloaded. You get what I'm saying, Faith?
Bro, I would. That's why I came up, bro. This is a great topic, especially for people on YouTube. That's one of the reasons why I like it, so much. That's why I was going to ask you guys, because it just got to the point where I'm not sure if this should go under like my LLC as an independent contractor when it comes to YouTube, or I should get something totally separate.
Because right now,
maybe that's the question that other YouTubers are gonna have.
Well, because see, right now, like
you can put multiple companies underneath one holding company.
But see, right now,
that's what I do, Auntie. Everything that I have goes under one holding company under my LLC, and guess what? It works for me. I pay myself one paycheck. That way, I don't have to go to several different places trying to get proof of income. Or, trying to show a profit or loss. Everything is under the same company name. So it's easy for me.
So I play the white man's game. I never touch the money. The money never touches me. I never touch the money. It keeps me out of a lot of sticky situations. Not saying in other words, it never touches my account. I was taught that you don't need to touch the money. You just need to go to an account. So whenever I go to the bank, show the bank account. How do y'all pay yourselves? Well, sir, this is our folder, and this is how we get this is who pays us, and that's it. We're going to teach. I am definitely going to start teaching the method. I'm definitely going to reach out to Auntie. I'm definitely going to reach out to Faith. I'm not sure if I want to just leave this on BMT or just on Auntie or Faith. But our channels are already in one type of algorithm, and this is a whole different monster beast. Y'all two get what I'm saying? Like, this is a higher level conversation. But the thing about it is, we know what we're telling y'all is actual money. We can pull up the numbers.
Hold on, BMT. Somebody asked me if I returned to trucking. Sorry about that. No, I have not returned to trucking. I do that if I want to. I'm a 1099 worker. So what I do is, if I want to, run a load, I can always rent a truck. I can rent a trailer and I can run a load real quick, but the money has to be worth it. I make so much more money now, freelancing and multi-apping and, working for myself under different companies that I don't need to, work for anybody in their trucking company. I don't have to do that. And I have so much more time to myself now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know at a 1099, you know what I'm saying, employee independent contractor, usually you're not gonna, they can't make you come in at a certain time. Like they can't make you punch a clock because they're usually not gonna pay you by the hour or something like that. Now I was fortunate with the firm I work for, they actually gave me a salary plus commission as 1099. And now that I've chosen to work from home, from my office, that's gone. You know what I'm saying? That's gone. So I was still, they pretty much want you in there so they can cover you on the, the company's insurance policies and stuff like that. But this is just stuff that a lot of people just need to think about. That's why I like what BMT said. This can get really, really deep because BMT is going to be in one situation. So there's a certain route that he's going to take. Faith is going to be in another situation, and there's a certain route that she's going to take with different things, and I'm going to be in another situation. But everybody can use some of all of that,
right?
And determine what it is they're going to do. Everybody's going to be different, and you're going to have to do what works for you. So I like what she said. That's why I came up when I heard her throw out the disclaimer, because it's the truth. What works for me may not work for you. What works for her may not work for me. And what works for BMT may not work for the rest of y'all.
Right. And I'm glad you said that, Auntie. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, that's why I said we can't cover it all in one episode. Like, I could never think I can do it in hell in 5 or 8 hours. The type of work that I do, Auntie does, and Faith does, because you now have it from three different trifecta. You know what I'm saying? And we all know we're highly successful and highly octane producers. The thing about it is we're only giving y'all, like, we just pulled up WorkWall, we just pulled up Gig Pro, we just pulled up Roadie, Driver. There's different stuff. If you're a techie or somebody who works on computer, I just told y'all go to Fiverr. Like, we're naming different things. If you're somebody who can keep books or who actually can do accounting work, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, there are so many freelance things now. That's why I said, like, this is why whenever you're going to companies and they're saying we would hire you, but we're not hiring, because why hire you when I can hire somebody for that day? And I'm not. I know they know what they're doing to do the job. I don't have to train Auntie to do the job. He's coming in. He's the solution.
Mm-hmm.
He's not trying to worry about any type of work issues and stuff. See, that's one thing about it. That's one thing beautiful about us three. We're just coming in and we're doing our job and we're gone. You don't have to get friendly. You don't have to get cozy. You don't have to remember us. You might see us again if we do come back. But other than that, that's it. We're done. I'm gone. I might come back next week or not. But that's literally how it works. And what's the thing about it is the apps are growing. Those things are growing. And so the thing about, I can work under the table, jobs are disappearing. When you get out of college, you could just don't. Well,
that doesn't help you anyway, because you're gonna have to show money on paper if you're trying to accumulate anything in America. Like, unless you just got cash like that, you still got to be able to prove where the hell you got it from. You know,
exactly.
So if you're trying to buy a house, you know what I'm saying, even to get a damn car loan or whatever, you know, you're gonna have to have some damn money on paper. They're gonna want to verify where you got that money from. You can get, I mean, this is America, so you can get it a bunch of different ways. But yeah, you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to report something. They may not ask for pay stubs or income statements because just like BMT said, he's signing his own check, so he's not getting pay stubs. But they're going to ask for a tax return or something. You're going to have to do something, because for all, you know what I'm saying, for all a bank knows, you know what I'm saying, you could have found that money in the back of a taxi cab. You know what I'm saying? You walk in there with $100,000 cash or something like that. You know?
So you got it right here. I'm just showing y'all. This is Gig Pro. The line cook for that day, they're going to pay him $125 to come in there. Not their employee, just a cook to come in. They're going to give him $125, $75, $127. Do y'all see how this is working out? $144. These are different restaurants that y'all may go to, that y'all may go by. Sometimes
they say like $15 an hour and $144 for the shift or something like that. That's what it says.
Yep. Yeah. And listen, you see right there? What does that say right there? No experience. But guess what? I'll pay you that much if you just come in. So are y'all understanding? It's not like the money's not there. And it's not like
they have apps. They have apps for everybody. So what BMT is showing you, if you don't want to get into an app that has like a lot of skills, like if you don't have a lot of skills, you don't have to have a lot of skills to jump into 1099 work. They have plenty of low skill work that you can do with just these
and a lot
apps.
of times they'll train you. Yeah, they'll train you. Believe it or not, especially in this day and age, when you're talking about the way technology is evolving, depending on what it is you're doing, believe it or not, no experience is a lot of times is what they're looking for. You know, because a lot of times with experience comes bad habits and too much experience. So a lot of companies would prefer to just bring somebody in clean slate. They can train you from the ground up their way. So that's just that's just something that I've noticed. But just to get back just briefly to the whole 1099 thing, it also gives you a lot of leeway to be able to negotiate. Like in my particular case, I turned down a salary just to be able to work from home, because the salary came with me having to get up and physically go to that damn office and spend 8 hours in an office every damn day with the coworkers and all of that other stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Somebody being able to see my damn computer screen come bother me and all of that other stuff. Now I'm able to do a lot more in the confines of my own home. So people are like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You turn down, you know what I'm saying, an extra whatever. It's like, I really, believe it or not, I make more here because I've got so much time. I'm able to do so many more things. And because all of that stuff, because my mind is just straight and it's a lot more comfortable, I even make more at that job.
Yep.
Without salary, because I was able to negotiate the commission on a larger scale than if they were throwing me an hourly too, or a salary as well. You know, the percentages went up. So that's why I always say, when you know your worth, you can kind of name your price or at least negotiate it. But it's tough when you see that and it's like, okay, this is what they're paying and you just have to accept it. So nowadays you can kind of negotiate what you're worth.
Hatch Dragon asks, is dispatch better for me at this point? To be honest with you, I just go with whatever app is paying the most. So if I get up and I turn on all my apps, whichever one is offering the most pay for the job, that's what I'm going for. I don't just go for one app. It's always better to multi-app so that you can always get the best price. Dispatch pretty much pays decent, but if I want to go to WorkWow because they have a gig that's like $200 versus I do this $50 job with Dispatch, but I gotta do carry heavy paints up and down a hill. I'm gonna go for the job that's paying the most, that requires the least amount of work. So that's what I'm doing. You have to be your own boss. That's the beauty of being your own boss. You get to pick and choose what's best for you.
Tell them, Faith. Tell them, because hey, you got a lot of people that say, "Oh, you don't want to do more work, you lazy." Nah, that's not the way of the world. That's not the way of America. You're trying to get as much productivity as you possibly can in as little time as you possibly can. That's why you
Right.
got millionaires, billionaires, and all of that. They got the same 24 hours in the day as you do. Why do they make more? Because they're making better use of their time. Time is your most valuable asset. So to go back to what I think Faith was saying earlier about, you have a lot of the people coming from the East, you know what I'm saying, as far as immigration is concerned, and they're taking a lot of the skill jobs that require degrees and certifications and all of that, and they're coming on work. They're coming on work visas, school visas, and not only that, they have an entire demographic like funding them when they get over here, along with all types of other government grants. So that takes that from you, even though you've been indoctrinated in the whole American way of education and everything. They're still coming over here with the leg up. And then you have those coming from south of the border that have the labor and the trade, market taking like kind of under control right now. So where do we fall in? And I say it like this: we fall in with the internet and being able to communicate with everybody. Because keep in mind, we're indoctrinated into American culture and society. So for the most part, I have an idea of where, like BMT is from. I know Faith is from where she is, and I'm where I am, but we can communicate with each other, no problem. We understand different American dialects and all of that stuff. So we're capable of communicating with each other online. For the most part, people in India they can't communicate with us the way we can. So that's a lane that's kind of like, it's not that it's untouched, but that's something that we can go into and we can kind of cultivate things. So it's a lot of different ways to bring in extra income that way and be able to make your damn money. And as far as the tax is concerned, they'll tell you it's really, really tough to build any type of wealth if you're paying taxes before you see your money.
Exactly.
They'll tell you that anybody that's accumulated wealth in America, for the most part, they likely pay taxes after they were done making their money and spending it. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't pay their taxes first. They paid their taxes last.
Exactly.
They didn't skip out on them, but they paid them last once everything else is done.
But that's what I was saying about waiting every quarter or waiting at the end of the year, to file your taxes, because then you can see clearer what your deductions are. Mm-hmm. You can see much more clear what your deductions are going to be.
Absolutely. I would definitely agree with that, because that messed me up. And I still do it yearly. And luckily, my accountant helps me out, but that hurts. You know what I'm saying? When they hit you with a damn $8,500, you know what I'm saying, to tax bill after you done got a bunch of damn deductions and everything. $8,500, $10,000 in April. You like, damn, that's a lot. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. Get that out. You know what I'm saying? In one spot. Now, the IRS will work with you. You know what I'm saying? It's not a problem. They'll give you time to do it. So I kind of like just do both. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying taxes every quarter on that. I just get them done at the end of the year.
Yes.
Yeah. But when they hit me, I'm paying between $8,000 and $12,000 a year in taxes. It just is what it is. But that's because I don't get taxes taken out of any of my, you know what I'm saying? There's no source of income that taxes me like as they pay me. So it's understandable.
Exactly. Because that's what the young lady was up here asking. She was asking, do you get taxed per, gig or whatever? That's not the way to do it. Let your money accumulate, and then that way you'll see where your deductions can fall in, and you can save some money.
And just like BMT showed with the receipts, now all you gotta do is just take a quick picture. Just take a quick picture, and QuickBooks will put all of that stuff together, and then you bring that to your accountant, and you're good. Like in my particular case, I'm able to write all of this stuff off. Just you know what I'm saying, being able to decorate my office, all of my expenses, I'm able to write off a portion of all of it because I work at home. Because I work at home, and also I have to upgrade my internet bandwidth, which is something that I'm able to do now because everything's going to be taken care of under the business account. So I'll be able to operate more equipment and be able to bring everybody a better show. So there's usually incentives when you're in business for yourself to improve your business.
Absolutely.
Mm.
But
Whether
I'm
that's
sorry.
hiring people, whether that's upgrading your equipment, whatever the case may be. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I think BMT was saying something earlier, and I just kind of cut him off. But I wanted to answer that guy's question because it was down there in the chat for a long time, and I didn't want to just leave him hanging out there.
Mm. I see BMT just came back in.
Hey, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I'm just multitasking, running around and shit. But I don't know. Like I said, I definitely want to. I'm not going to try if everybody's asking. Like it's up to y'all too. Y'all got my email and my number. If y'all want to each grab an app once a week and we cover it, our apps, I'll do that. You feel me? Like we can do that. I don't want us to try to do everything. And if y'all people really want us to, we can sit down and actually look at something that we can actually.
Well, if the BMT, you're borging. BMT, you're borging. Hello?
He's probably just fixing it.
Oh, okay. Well, if anybody down there in the audience wants to grab a pen and you're really interested in the apps that I use to multi-app with, I can give you a list real quickly. Okay, now my first app that I do Spark, and that's Walmart, that's grocery. That is also general merchandise. So basically I do that. There's another app that I do that's also grocery and general merchandise, and that would be Point Pickup. So you have Spark, you have Point Pickup. Now, if I want to do delivery gigs, I like to use Dispatch. Dispatch pays quite a bit of money for the delivery gigs if you have a van or if you have a pickup truck. And Axel Hire is another delivery gig job. They work mostly with the meal kits. So if you order meal kits from HelloFresh, Factor 75, and stuff like that, they're the ones that pretty much run that. It's called Axel, AXLE Hire. And you can do that out of a regular car like a sedan or a small SUV, or even better, if you have a pickup truck or a caravan, you'll get on larger loads, paying more money. I have a caravan that I use for Axel Hire, and I can pick up loads paying $150, and I can bump that off in 2-3 hours. Another one that I use is WorkWow, and that's what you see on the screen. WorkWow does delivery, warehouse jobs, and like I said, they have miscellaneous jobs like stagehand. Like I said, Taylor Swift concert was here maybe a month ago. I did the Taylor Swift concert. I was a stagehand for her concert. It was like 3 hours. I got paid $250. So those are just 5 right off the top. I got many more that I use, but right off the top of my head, those are my 5 go-to apps.
Yeah. I know as far as like apps are concerned, I mean, she's got some, she's intricate. I mean, I was doing Lyft and Uber, for a little bit. But that's something else that you can put, under an LLC or whatever, and write off that income just the same way. They're going to pay you directly. They're going to pay you directly, but you still got to pay taxes on that income. So I can tell you more about it. I know I did a stream a while ago that and I'm going to do an update to that where I told people you use BizQuest. Because starting up a business is really, really tough. There are a lot of expenses that are involved depending on the type of business that you're thinking about. And one of the easiest ways to accumulate wealth and come up on a business is just to purchase one that's up and running already. So rather than just going around asking people, yo, is your business for sale? Businesses that are for sale are on that site, BizQuest. And businesses that are for sale that you can literally get a seller finance. You don't even have to go into a bank. The seller will finance you, where the business will be for sale for $25,000. Could be just a hair salon or something like that, and they'll take $5,000 down, and you pay them $1,500 a month. For the next 16, 18 months. I haven't done the math on them. I'm just throwing out these numbers, and boom, then the business is yours. Now you keep the change. They'll show you the cash flow, all of that, and they'll give you a 2-week transition or something like that. You can find them in just about any field or any industry. Believe it or not, a lot of people are coming from across the border and from overseas, and that's what they're doing. Okay, They're not coming over here starting up businesses. They are purchasing businesses dirt cheap, the ones that are already up and running. All right. And it doesn't just because somebody's selling a business doesn't mean the business is failing. Sometimes people just get old, don't want to do it anymore, or it's just a lot of work. They've already made their money back plus more. And it's like, hey, I can cash out. I can cash out and go on to my next venture. So there's a lot of different things that you can do, when it comes to that.
I'm glad you said that. That's going to probably be another conversation that we need to have. NT, like the merchandiser business. I know y'all like to talk about the white man. It's not the white man running that business. It's the Asians and Indians that are running that business. They're the ones that are buying the routes for Frito-Lay, those chips, those snacks, them Debbie cakes and all that stuff. They're buying them. Those routes are like $2,000 and $3,000. And they have to be, them snacks have to be out every day. Every day. And so guess what? They will hire somebody such as myself to get them out there for $100 or $70 or $80 and say, can you get that done fast? Can you do it for me, my friend? And I was telling Faith a story of there was a brother, we had a meeting. I think the meeting was like $40 to $50 just to show up. I told y'all, money is nothing to these people. Y'all can keep on looking down on them if y'all want, but they're making their coin, and they are buying every hotel, every gas station, every Subway, every franchise, every Dunkin' Donut, every Starbucks. If y'all are stuck on talking about sticky and submission, they're talking about monopoly. They're paying monopoly.
Hey, BMT, on that note, bro, I gotta drop down.
I know.
For my damn job. Let me go handle this. Thanks for having me up, though, bro. If you still up, though, I'll come back. Appreciate you, though, fam.
Always. I just want y'all to understand the amount of cash flow that is happening now. For me and Faith, it's not funny. And make sure y'all hit up my sister Faith or her Cash App. This one is on the house. This one is on the house for me for free today. Okay. But I am going to show y'all. And he just told y'all, Faith was very, very instructive. Thank you, Faith. I love you. I love you, dear. I love y'all. Put some gas in Faith's tank. I'm sure she was very appreciative if y'all put some gas in her vehicle. She would like.
Yes, especially with the gas prices being this high. Please.
She will not turn y'all down if y'all.
I am not turning down any gas. So if you guys got some gas money, please give it to Faith. $ lady in the truck. Thank you.
So y'all, I'm gonna make sure I gotta get. Hang on, let me see if I can get that $ lady. Is it in? Is it just an N?
In the truck, yeah.
In the truck. Okay. I'm gonna give you all that, but that was y'all instructor for today was Faith. So did this it right here?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, so that was my co-host instructor for today. Y'all do not have to. I'm blessed. I am overly blessed. But I definitely believe that when somebody's giving out good information, y'all pay them for it. Y'all will pay for sexual advice. Y'all will pay for funnies. You will pay for anything else. But she just taught you something how to feed yourself. Don't cheat her. Don't cheat her. I know, oh, BMT, you're helping a woman. No, listen, she just helps y'all men also. Her information wasn't biased of your gender. She just told y'all how to make money. And so a little bit of gas money y'all might take, and don't cheap her with no $5. Do her right. Y'all want more streams like this? I'm gonna call Faith and ask her, did they ring your Cash App? And if it's good enough, okay, cool. We can do another one. All right, we got, trust me, Faith, did we really scratch on the surface of all of this?
No, we didn't. There's a lot more to it. I just only gave 5 of my best apps that I
And that's
use.
all, and that's all, hell, you shouldn't even give 5. You should just gave 2 or 3. I didn't give none, but I said Faith gave y'all 5. So why am I gonna give y'all something? Faith gave y'all 5. Understand there's plenty of work out there. And T has apps. I have apps. There's plenty of stuff. People think that, oh, well, you could just go to school or go do this. Listen, why do that when I'm telling y'all who they go to? We're telling y'all who they come to. We don't work. We don't work for these people. We just come there and get their money and then leave.
Yeah, because there's a lot of money. And last mile delivery, that's another one. Amazon Flex, you can do that in your own car. UPS personal driver, they have 1099 positions. Fetch, FETCH. You know, I'm giving out more. I done gave y'all 3 more.
Stop.
So you know, I'm gonna stop.
Okay. I want y'all, because see, that's the thing about it. I know she's excited. She actually, that's one of her fun things to do with me, is talk to me about making money. Faith loves talking about making money. Y'all want to see her smile? Talk to her about making money. I promise you, she will smile with her pearly whites and her eyes will glisten. Y'all, I'm telling y'all how to make Faith happy. Start talking about Faith. You want to talk about making money? Oh yes, she'll be right there, quiet.
I love money. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm telling y'all, she likes making money. You like making money. If somebody bring her bell right now and say, "Hey, we got a $200 job," she'll jump right off this thing right now. So rather than just give y'all foolishness, we're giving y'all a nice stream today. I'm gonna give y'all a nice stream. Y'all want to know? Listen, I don't go hungry. I don't starve. I don't starve. Faith is not.
But
starving.
I just want to thank BMT, because you know I feel, you know, sometimes that I don't want to share, you know, a lot of things with people, because every time I try to talk to people about the gig economy, all they think about is Uber, like Auntie said, Uber or Lyft. But there's more. There's more, you know, there's more gigs out there than just Uber and Lyft that you can actually make real money off of. At the end of the day, you're walking out with $400 or $500 in your bank account daily. Daily.
Okay, that's it right there. Cash App lady in the truck. That's it right there. Y'all gonna see it right there. So, I want y'all to understand. Thank you, Doug. Shout out to Doug. I want y'all to understand. We will possibly do more streams. We're going to sit down and have it a little bit more formatted, if we can. But Lena asks a lot of good questions, so shout out to Lena for being a good participant. She didn't ask us no stupid stuff. She didn't waste our time. We want people like that to come around. That's what we need to come around. Fellas, don't be afraid to ask a question. It does not make you look any type of way asking the question. But I can promise you, you know who be in my emails asking me stuff? Young Latinos, young Asians, young white boys, young boys from all over. But you Black American boys don't ask me enough questions. Yeah, don't pick my brain. You want to ask about a woman, but you don't want to ask about how to actually benefit your life in your future. I know it's not me walking around in the suit. I don't need to wear a suit. Those guys got to put on the suit, but guess what? They call me every other day. Them people that got to wear them collars got to call Faith, and we walk in there comfortable. The most successful people, y'all notice, Bill Gates does not be wearing suits at work. Neither does Elon or Mark. They don't wear no suits. Only when they have to. Other than that, they kind of go in there wearing a t-shirt, World of Warcraft stuff, some jeans, and some sneakers, and they're still getting paid. So long as they know that bank account and bing, 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 that's all we want to hear. That's it. That's I love that noise. I can show y'all right now. I just $250 just hit my bank while y'all were talking. Another ping just happened an hour before that.
Mm-hmm. And for the ladies, I just want to say, all of this, sugar baby stuff that you're doing, you're going to get somebody else to, pay your bills. And in this economy, even your sugar daddy is struggling. Okay. Sugar daddy is cutting back. He not even trying to ring your bank account like that anymore.
Got the phone trying to answer y'all. Listen, like I said, Faith is teaching y'all, and I'm trying to teach y'all how to fend for yourself. So y'all
Fend
fellas,
for yourself.
For y'all fellas who are asking about living with your mama, or trying to go to school, or trying to get by, we're teaching y'all how to make that $1,000, or get that at least about. Imagine this. Make it easy perceptive.
Oh, thank you, Dougie Doug. Dougie Doug just hit my cash app. I appreciate that.
Like I said, I want you to feel blessed. I want you to feel blessed, Faith. I want you to imagine making $200 to $300 a day. $200, $300 a day. Okay? That is possible. Is that not, Faith? Can we at least teach them how to make at least $200 a day?
Man, I mean, you could do that in your sleep with the apps that I just gave you. Amazon Flex is a really good one.
Hold on.
Fetch. Oh, I'm sorry.
I know. I got to slow her down because she will she gets excited. So I got to keep her close. I got to keep her close. I got to keep her in the
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
We're going to show you how to get your money's worth, at least. The information you got, I want to make sure you get your money's worth. There's no way they're going to pay avatars that just talk about sex, but they're going to pay you for your knowledge. That's one thing my mama said. But she's worth up here, they're going to pay her for it. Okay. And also if y'all want to hit up my mother, Rose Doctor, she's teaching CDL permit classes. CDL permit classes for $300. And she's literally a master teacher, an actual teacher. She's driven all 50, she's driven all 48 states. She's driven for Swift, Mayflower. She's driven Hazmat. Faith knows what all that is.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a lot of women instructors in the trucking field, and my mother is one of them. And she's teaching young women and men how to get this done, how to pass your general, your combinations, your air brakes. She'll sit with you and she'll teach you, but she's teaching me. And she also taught my father, and he's dyslexic. So there's a way out there. She has 5 trucks under her. 5 trucks, two dump trucks. That woman makes her money. So I want y'all to understand, y'all going to start, there's going to be a toll later on. So don't ask Jimmy about this. We want y'all to be paid. We appreciate you, Auntie. I know, Auntie, you have some information. I just don't like it when you get caught. People only want you to talk about the fuck shit. When you really have so much stuff, it's not even funny that he does. That's the thing scary about it. Faith has so much stuff. That's why she gets so excited about it. Y'all should already know what I do. And I can teach y'all men how to fish. Faith can teach y'all women how other girls are teaching y'all to lay on y'all back. No, She rather teach y'all how to stand on y'all own 2 feet. And T can teach y'all how y'all don't have to always just run to a college. It's not saying we get y'all going to college, but he can make this. You can make that same amount of money and not even have to sit in that classroom. Hell, some of the people that go to that classroom have to go to him. And he has
Exactly. The days are gone now. There's no excuses for you to be laid up on nobody's couch talking about some you gonna
to submit.
leech off of this person. No, they got all these apps out here. No skills required. You can just literally pick up your phone and be working and making money and good money where you ain't got to beg nobody for nothing. Not a goddamn thing.
At all.
Oh, and here's another thing too. Another thing that has helped me out a lot. Like say for instance, you're just starting out and you're like needing gas money or you're in between apps. If you've been working and you've pretty much put at least $2,000 in your account from working, they got apps that you can borrow money from. So you don't even have to go to your mama, your grandmama, your girlfriend and be like, can I borrow 50? Can I borrow 75? Here are apps that can help you. There's an app called Earnin out there. That's EARNIN. As long as you have a bank account, you can register your bank account with Earnin. And as long as you're getting money in from working, if you need to borrow $100, they'll give you up to $100 a day based off your income. Of course, you got to pay it back, y'all. This is a loan. And it does not. This is a app that gives you a loan with no interest. The only thing that they ask you is to give them a donation. $3, $5, $10. That's it. They don't charge you interest on these loans. So this is like for small stuff. Small. Earning is my number one. That's my number one app.
That's enough. That's what she's gonna give y'all for today. And I want y'all to understand. Listen, y'all. I sometimes sit down at Faith's foot humbly, and I don't mind asking her to tell me stuff. Just like she'll be like, hey, bro, could you tell me about this or tell me about that? Y'all don't think me and her don't be pulling from each other information every other day? Do we not, Faith? And we
All
don't
the
know.
time.
And that's how we build each other. That's a real friendship. You pull from each other. You pull from each other. So that way we get stronger. If I feel like, damn, I ain't making no money, bro. Go try this out. Faith, guess what I just found out? What'd you find out? Okay, I'm definitely gonna look into that. We're trying to tell y'all how to get this money. We're not gonna say,
And not just how to get money, but how to, get loans and, little things to help you.
we're gonna go over that. Yup.
There's another app that you can download. I won't give you the name because I don't want BMT to come over here and choke me. But there's actually an app out here that if you're late and behind on your rent, this app will pay your rent ahead of time, and then you pay the app back over time for the rent, that you couldn't pay right then and there. So if you're, stuck and you don't want to get evicted or whatever, this app will help you with that. I'll give you the name of that app at another time because I don't want BMT to choke me.
I'm about to say, but I'm about to. I don't want to curse at her on this professional stream, but she knows I'm tired. Like, y'all, listen. I told y'all she has a lot of information. I have a lot of information, and T has a lot of information. There are different people who have information. Y'all, these apps are for people on hard times. Not just on hard times. Not just on hard times, but we're in a lane now of this time period where people are now. Well, you gotta understand. You have it where everybody's like, well, the government is just doing this, just doing that. But see what happens when that person gets to a certain level where they start making entryways for people say, hey, do this and then do this. Like we just told y'all how to make at least $1,500 a week. At least $1,500 a week. And that's not even working hard. I just told y'all I made $600 on Sunday and I only did 3 hours. That's not hard.
And tell them the name of that app that you use again.
I did Shift Smart. And I was showing y'all I've been doing I was literally doing bending. I will show y'all. Hang on. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Doug. I know Doug is doing the math right now. That's right there. That's $6K per month. Like, I'm trying to make sure. Let me go make sure I go get base stuff up there. So let me make sure I show y'all, but I want y'all to understand that I want y'all to see what I did, because I don't mind showing or showcasing work, because the work that I do just for the merchandising portion, I'm not gonna show. I want y'all to understand this. Those are the boxes. You cannot tell me that nobody here cannot lift a 5 to 10 pound. Most of these jobs that we do, that me and Faith do, what's the most heaviest thing you lifted, Faith? What, 10 pounds, 15 pounds?
I'm going to be honest. The heaviest thing I lifted was 50 pounds. And
50
that's
pounds.
when I was doing dispatch. Because dispatch, you have to pick up stuff from hardware stores like paint and batteries and stuff like that.
Okay, so that's the worst case scenario. Merchandising, there is nothing 50 pounds in merchandising. Now if I show y'all me, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm not gonna say it today. We're gonna have it another day. But there's an app that I when you work for Napa and mechanic shops, like how she does, yeah, you will be picking up car parts, put them in your vehicle, and you take them to the next location, and that's it. You're done. You make $140 to like $200 a day. So I'm trying to tell y'all, the money's not hard. I see these modules right here. I load them up, and that's it. Break down the box.
Y'all better stop turning y'all nose up at the 1099 gig work. There's money in this stuff. There's a reason why the foreigners come in here and they grab this stuff up. We're gonna be tardy to the party again.
I'm trying to tell y'all right now, man. I go in and I break down all of that set stuff. Y'all see me. I'm not wearing no crazy clothing. I'm not doing nothing crazy. There's no Walmart vest on me or nothing like that. I grab my cart. I've already broken it down. I am literally walking around. That was literally an hour of work. That's it. That's that. Each one of those that I'm doing right there, I'm actually telling you how much each cart is worth. I can literally tell you each cart is worth money. See, that's another Fruit-of-Lay box I just didn't bother care to do. I said I'm going.
And BMT, when do you get paid?
I get paid. I think that ended at 9:00, so I got paid that morning. That hit me that morning. Like I took the picture of it. It came in that morning. Sometimes it happens right after I finish my job. As long as I send it in, depending on how fast they process it with the store to make sure they verify, like, was he there? Did he do it? That's it. I'm done. So,
and that's the other thing with these 1099 gig jobs in the apps, you get paid instantly. Yes. Like with Spark, I get paid as soon as I finish delivering one thing. I look at my phone, it's in my bank within minutes. Within minutes, as soon as I finish the job, it's there. So you want your money right away, you're gonna get it.
Like, you can tell them that. One of the things I think is safe is for me, I don't care to have cash paper in my hand. I think it's safer. And I told that to a lot of people, like, hey, so they don't just give you the money in your hand? And I'm like, no, you don't want to. We live in time where you understand we're walking in and out of places of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Everything is digital. So as long as you have a bank account or as long as you have a debit card, they will instantly put that money right there, and your labor is instantly paid for. Instantly. You don't have to wait 2 weeks. There's no holding back a check or none of that type of stuff. Instantly.
Yeah, like you gotta understand, like you go right in there, Publix, grocery stores, Walmart, whatever. I like Shift Smart for the fact I'm not running my vehicle. Okay, so I tried the Uber thing. I said, okay, this stopping and going, it's gonna put a wear and tear. So if you're not
Yes.
about the wear and tear on your vehicle, you may need to go choose an app where you go to a stationary position. We're going to talk about that another time with stationary gigs and mobility gigs. There's a difference.
Exactly.
There's
There's a difference.
a difference. So I told you there's a lot that me and Faith have to cover. I'm working a stationary / mobility gig, but I'm only doing like I can go work at. I choose how far I want to go. They compensate you, mind you, gas. They compensate you on your gas. There's a lot of stuff we're going to have to teach y'all if y'all are willing to learn. Again, also make sure y'all hit up the lady in the truck,
And that's Lady IN, not in, Lady in the truck.
Let me go ahead and fix that. That's why I asked, is that the proper way that I do it? So lady in, I want to make sure she gets her capital. Lady in the truck.
And like I said, ladies, this sure beats laying on your back with all the little whole advice that a lot of these ladies like to give online. I'm not giving you no advice where you're going to end up on your knees. Okay. You're going to, the advice that you're going to get from me for making money, you're going to make your $200, $300, $400, $500 even in a day. And you did not even have to get on your knees or lay on your back. Okay. You didn't have to lie to nobody, bat your eyes, show some thighs, or, flash some titty. No, you got it respectable. You got it honest. You got it doing work for yourself, being your own boss, you calling your own shots, and with dignity.
I'm giving y'all apps as young men and men. When you're tired of having doors closing your face, when you're coming out and you're saying, y'all see me coming out of that Walmart, that nice Walmart, you see what time it is? I went in there and I did my job. I'm trying to give y'all jobs that you have a fighting chance, that literally that you literally can and no, that's appreciative. That I'm glad that listen, I get tired of hearing a lot of men having to beg. Y'all fellas, I know y'all just sitting there at the crib, y'all ain't doing nothing, y'all just want to be on the PlayStation or the video game, or y'all be up all time of night, but you ain't doing nothing. Y'all do know these gigs are 24/7, right? So you ain't doing nothing at 9 to 10 o'clock. Go make you some money. So that way in the morning when you wake up or your girl wake up, she's like, oh, we got this bill coming up. It's going to be $100 or $200. You could literally bust it out that day. Here, babe.
Yep, have your $200-$300 that same day.
Let me show y'all something. Let me show you something that might really get y'all to water. If you have child support, you can make the money that day to pay your child support and still have money on your check. God damn. I just get that if that wasn't a mic drop moment, I just saved y'all. Now y'all can start being the heroes again.
Yeah, and we're talking about real world, solutions. We're not, sitting up here giving you a quick get rich quick scheme. This is something that you can actually use for real, to make money. We're not blowing smoke up your ass. We're not, sending you off on a blank mission. This is something that you can get to put money in your pocket now and get acquainted with being your own boss and calling your own shots. I guarantee you When you start learning that you ain't got to punch nobody's clock, you can get up and work when you feel like it, it's going to be contagious. You're not ever going to want to do W-2 again.
I know I don't, and I promise you, like I said, I used to work at a lot of clubs. Ask Faith, I worked at a lot of clubs. A lot of clubs. I don't have to worry about no disrespectful people. I don't got to worry about no guns. I don't got to worry about no foolish or lower hanging fruit behavior. I do respectable work, and I'm done. I get
Exactly. And you can promote yourself.
So I want y'all to understand. I want y'all brothers to have and y'all ladies to have some nice work that y'all can literally do for yourselves and keep it moving. So, other than that, you guys, I'm BMT. I thank y'all for definitely listening to me, as well as my co-hosts and my guests that definitely came through. Faith, as well as Auntie. Again, if you want to donate to her, donate to $ Lady in the Truck. It's that simple. I'm BMT. Thank you. Oh, Faith, hang on. Faith, anything you want to say before we go? Anything you want to say before we go, Faith?
Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to wrap it up and I ended up hitting the wrong button. But I just want to thank you, BMT, for having this topic. Like I said, I usually am kind of shy about talking about, gig work, because in the Black community, we look down on 1099 gig work jobs. We think that we can't make money. You think these people are broke. These people are not broke, okay? These people are not just riding around doing one app. They're multi-apping like I am. These people are bringing in $300 to $500 in one day. They're bringing in more money that you make sitting at your desk job. So don't sleep on the 1099 work. And like I said, once you do it, it's going to become contagious. You'll never ever want to punch a clock again. Now, will you have to get your own health benefits? Yes. I have my own health benefits. I have all my insurance is private insurance. You're going to have to do that for yourself. But in order to be your own boss, you got to pay the cost to be your own boss.
And we're going to go over, like I said, we'll have to break down stuff like an episode. Chaos, we're about to wrap it up, but we're going to, we're going to have to break down things. Again, I have to take care of that myself. Faith had to take care of that stuff, even Auntie. And we were giving y'all names. So if y'all want to go listen back to it on the replay, go listen back to it on the replay. We'll see you guys later. These are not quick get rich schemes or money things. This is not, oh, you just invest this money, you'll see your money just flip right back to you. No. You will see your money, and it will feel good. It will feel good. And it's going to be, but the thing about it is, but it depends on how much you put into it. So I'll see you guys later. So with Faith, I got to get her more accustomed to keeping back information, but I understand y'all going to appreciate what we give y'all. Y'all going to learn to appreciate these conversations. Like I said, whenever I have these conversations, I'm taking the freelancers, because we have to go over and break down our position on why we're talking on what we're talking about. So
yeah, and there's a lot more to it too, and it's not just about 1099. These apps out here, like I said, they have apps. If you need to get a loan, you don't have to ask your mama, your grandmama, your auntie, or beg anybody. You can borrow from the app, pay yourself back. They're interest free. They have apps that will even help you pay your rent. Okay.
Congratulations, Nicole Marie. She has been to both our channels. Congratulations. I'm buying my first rental house this week. Congratulations, love.
Congratulations, Nicole. All right.
Okay, congratulations, job. Congratulations. when you do that app, I'm gonna say this real quick. When you do the app, fill it out. They're also gonna actually do a video saying, "Hi, my name is Ja Rules. You know what I'm saying? I do this, I have this experience, just like me and Faith have done for some of our apps. You do your little video, and then after that, they usually hit you. You start seeing the jobs. The only thing that takes a day or like a few hours is the background.
The background check, and that's like a 48-hour turnaround. It's like 1 or 2 days, and once that's done, you're ready to go. You're ready to start making money, and you're making money immediately.
So that's the only thing about all these apps that will hold you up is your background. So we're just being very honest about that. They have to do a background check, but you're dealing with a lot of money and thousands of millions of dollars worth of merchandise.
Yes.
So that is a serious thing. Y'all see them videos of them people who are freelancing and stealing Amazon stuff. Please don't ruin it for everybody. Please don't.
Yeah. Just go in, do your job, be professional. Don't ruin it for the rest of us.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see you guys later. Peace. Support my co-host, Lady in the Truck. That's Sister Faith. See you guys later. Peace. Y'all have a good day.
Peace.
He said thank you.